Sometimes you revisit an old story and you discover that the character that has changed is you. I have a confession to make. At 60, this coming September 16th, I'm still in my 50s, I watched Streetcar Named Desire, the classic film, the other night, again, for easily the 100th time or so. It's one of those that I can recite chapter and verse just because I'm a film nerd, and some of us, just get attached to certain things. So this is one of them. And I realized something that mildly horrific this time when I decided to, this time, do it from Stanley Kowalski's perspective. Put yourself in his shoes just this one time. And so I was like not rooting. The horrifying part was I was kind of rooting for him. Now, not in the way or because of or connected to what we all end up happening between he and Blanche. And that's all in another realm. I could do 16 shows debating that in all kinds of metaphorical directions, literal. Yes, it is heavily implied that that happened. We all know that I'm talking about R.A.P. But aside from that, here I am as Stanley Kowalski, watching it for the 100th time. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. I have a functioning family here, being Stanley, to whatever degree. My wife is expecting a baby. I'm working hard. And now this. Okay, now suddenly you impose yourself upon my family unit for 5 months plus with like laden with poetic prose every 3 words. And consider, who Stanley Kowalski is. I'm sure you're familiar with the story. If not, I encourage you to Google it. But so Blanche walks into this house and she's like, he's beneath you. Your life sucks and you need to leave him even with a baby. Okay, so lady, from this perspective this time, you have been here 5 minutes. Would you give yourself enough time to unpack before you dismantle this entire family, let alone the neighbors, let alone the friends, let alone the Quarter, the French Quarter? So point being, I guess, for years, like many of us, and not that I still don't, I adore Blanche DuBois, the character, the whole backdrop, everything. And I always only ask, what happened to Blanche? What ended up happening to Blanche? What did happen to Blanche? Well, you know what? This time, as a 60-year-old struggling seasoned pro, whatever, I was asking, what happened to those around her? What happened to everything that was falling down around her? And what is this toxic shit that she's bringing to the table?